Wouldn't it be nice to know every morning that you wake up that you have passive income coming in?
Yes!
Real estate is just what you need to make that happen. Today, I'm going to give you 7 tips to help you have the best year in 2024 ever, and you don't want to miss it. Let's talk. Welcome to Real Estate Talk. My name is Zach, and I was in the same position that you are right now. I didn't have any good direction. I didn't know where to start, but today, I'm going to help you not feel that same way. Stick around to the end because the last tip is going to blow your mind, I promise. When I first got into real estate, I didn't realize that setting goals could be huge, could be the difference between success and failure. I didn't even realize that that's something you should or could do. So that's tip number 1. The first thing to do is to set our goals. The first step to any good success is to plan out the goals and what you want to accomplish for 2024. What do you want to achieve? Are you looking for passive income, long-term appreciation, cash flow, or a combination of them all? Define your goals clearly to make sure that they align with your financial situation. As I approach a new year, I like to take a look back at the previous year that I just came from, the current year that I'm in, see what happened. Look at my mistakes, look at my failures to learn from them. I also like to sit there and look at the successes that I had, the houses that I was able to buy for cheap, potentially sell, potentially renovate, get money from. And once I see what the successes that I had, I like to build on those as well. Now that we have our goals, we got a problem. We need some cash, right? We need some money to be able to actually go out and buy properties. So that's tip number 2. Start saving our cash right now. Cash is gonna be essential for your down payments, closing costs, and things like that. Because see, you wanna be ready to go when you have a property that you know you wanna buy, you need that cash. Now, if you're doing a 1031 tax exchange, make sure you have all that paperwork filed and ready to go with the attorney. Just remember, you gotta have a property of equal or greater value. If you're using a line of credit to make these purchases, make sure you know exactly how much you have on your line of credit and how long it may take to pull those funds. Once you have your cash saved up or you know where your money is coming from, well, that's where tip number 3 comes in. You wanna start identifying properties that you wanna buy. There's so many options out there. You got commercial, multifamily, townhomes, condos, single family. There's so many things out there, but you wanna make sure you identify what you wanna go after first. The goal is to identify what fits your needs right now. You're looking to gain a lot of cash flow. Maybe you're not really worried about a ton of equity at the start. A condo or a townhome could be the way to go. But if you want cash flow and you want that appreciation and equity now, single family foreclosed homes or off-market deals may be the way to go. Now that you have your cash and you have the properties identified that you want to go after, you're probably not going to be able to fund this entire thing on your own, which is where you need lenders. Tip number 4 is to start getting your lenders and or hard money loans lined up now. Having the right lender to fund your projects is gonna be huge moving forward. Not a lot of people can sit there and say they can spend $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 out of pocket of their own cash to fund an entire project. They can get you pre-qualified quickly, get the process started so when you're ready, you can sign. Having your tax returns for the past 2 years and an updated personal financial statement is gonna be key. They're definitely gonna want those. Now, at the same time you're doing that, there's something else you wanna do. You should be asking yourself the question, who on earth am I gonna get to do any kind of renovations, paint, fix things, landscaping? Unless you're a qualified licensed contractor who can do all of this, you're gonna need some help. Tip number 5 is to have your team ready to go. At this point in the process, we've got cash, we've got our lenders, we know what properties we want, but you can't just hire any old regular person to go do electrical work for you. We need someone that is qualified, licensed, and not gonna get us in trouble. The same goes with real estate attorneys, with title attorneys. Having a good team in place that can help you now through the process of renovating your house, of getting it ready to either sell or rent is huge. I can't tell you how many times I've had to call the title attorney and ask tons of questions about taxes, about mortgages, about whose name is right on this on the deed. All of that stuff can bite you later if you don't know. Look, the past tips, they're great for having this foundation set up, right? But there's a word of caution that I want to tell you guys because this can be big. We don't want to get stuck on one type of property. There's an old saying that goes, don't have all your eggs in one basket. So don't only focus on all single family homes for 2024 or all townhomes, all condos, all multifamily. If you focus on one thing and don't see the bigger picture, you could be missing out on a huge deal. Diversification can be huge in any type of investing. But when we're talking real estate and maybe the market is down for single family homes, and you're sitting there on nothing but single family homes, you could be in trouble. But if you have a portfolio that is mixed, that is diverse, that has townhomes and condos and single family homes, all of these things, you won't have such an up and down swing when the market goes up or down. The goal for setting our goals, the goal for having lenders is to be steady. All of these tips is just to help you be steady. Look, up to this point, I've given you a lot of good tips. There's a lot of great things that I've just talked about that'll help you. But if there's one thing that you all can take from this video, one thing that is almost bigger than everything you can learn in this video, don't put more on yourself than you can actually handle. You can have the right lenders, you can have the cash, the right property, the right deal. But if you already have a full-time job and you have a family to support and you're just getting into real estate, don't put too much on your plate. Don't try to take this on as a full-time job. If you're in school and you can do this part-time, then do it. If you have the ability to stop your life and stop everything and do real estate full-time, then great. But just make sure you know what you're doing. Don't put more on your plate than you can actually handle. That is the one thing that'll help you fail the most. By following these tips and taking your time, not putting too much on your plate, you can succeed so much more. Speaking of success, if you want to learn how to buy an investment property, click right here.